Hello again, everyone. This is Age of June, and we are back doing another Shoutcast. As you can see here, it is all platinum, not platinum, diamond, both teams. So on the purple team today, we have Draven, Akali, Lee Sin, Cho Gath, and Janna versus Shaco, Lulu, Rumble, Ezreal, and Jayce. Most likely Jayce is going to be going top versus Cho Gath. And then, let's see, Ezreal, of course, versus Draven. Rumble versus Akali would be my guess. Lulu versus Janna, and Shaco, of course, and Lee Sin are jungling. So, looks like blue team does not have any intention to invade or anything. They are getting in very defensive positions. I can't really say I blame them. It's a pretty nasty little team. It is nice to pop his boxes if you can, but a lot of times that's not really possible because people tend to guard and stuff, so it's not really possible a lot of times. You can see here that the purple team's bot lane is now heading down. They actually might be thinking about coming in here. Oh, they are. And Draven is coming. Janna's there, so she saw that, so they knew it was coming. So now it is just a little bit of harass. I doubt anybody will die. But, looks like the purple team's just trying to keep the blue team from doing double golems here. They did make them fall back off of it. And Ezreal is trying to get some himself. Looks like Lulu got the gold for that. So she ended up getting the kill on that, which means the Draven can still get the big golem, but the purple team's still here. So they're still not okay with this idea. And there's pings going down for these two to come help, but they are not coming to help. Double golem just reset. Looks like they are kiting right around. Purple team has given up on trying to do that. They did ward this bush though, so they know if anybody comes. And they're trying... oh, they did not end up getting that. That is unfortunate. Alright. So it looks like they are now going down for a farm. A little bit of a farm fest here. Alright, Shaco's getting his blue. He now has double buffs. Wow, that was not quite what I expected. Jayce mid, apparently, versus Akali. Did expect that. And then Rumble versus Cho Gath. So, blue team is as I expected. Purple team, not so much. Alright, so Shaco's coming in through the jungle. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. The red is already gone, as it is Lee Sin. I guess he's going to try to take this double golem? I really don't know. Let's see. There's also pings going on up top.
First blood.
Ah, okay. Well, okay, so Shaco is coming in to gank from behind, oddly. I'll go back and watch that top, by the way, in just a moment. What? No, we'll just do it now before we get too far. Okay, so here comes the gank up here. We'll come back to Shaco later. See, they go in, Lee Sin's there. They go in. And, yeah, Rumble just kind of melts away. It was a good gank. Rumble was not expecting it at all. There's a ping on Jayce, but... so I guess Akali wants a gank soon. Down here in bot lane, they're still just sitting here. So, I guess we will watch this for a moment. See Lee Sin coming in, but Jayce did see Lee Sin coming in, so he's falling back. Looks like Jayce is coming down bot. He just got hit by the Lee Sin Q, and now Shaco's coming to help. Lee Sin's there. He uses his jump to the wall. Ooh, very nice flash there. He jumped to the ward there to escape. So nobody ended up dying from that one. It was very close on the part of Lulu's part. Oh, apparently Ezreal died. Did not notice that. Let's see. Okay. Ezreal's still here at this point in time. Alright, so Ezreal's there. This, I think, is where Shaco goes up to go leave. Alright, so there's the turret dive. They thought Shaco was going to come. Shaco did not. Okay, Draven goes down. And then Janna gets the kill on Ezreal, which is really unfortunate. There's the near miss on Lulu. Alright, so they thought it was going to be completely different. They thought that Shaco was going to come help. But Shaco got distracted by Jayce. So it ended up going slightly worse than they had planned. But Shaco's still here. And he's boxing this jungle up like crazy. So I have a feeling that this Lee Sin's probably about to have a very unpleasant surprise. Yep. Janna does come to help him. He's still trying to escape. I don't know if he's... Oh, wow. He actually did die. Oh, and there's the Lulu shield, so Shaco manages to escape. It was actually pretty close there. Was not sure what was going to happen. Alright, so mid lane is just a little bit of a harass going on, nothing big. Shaco is wisely going back. I really cannot say I blame him with his health. And in the meantime, Cho Gath, it looks like, went back, grabbed himself a Philosopher's Stone, so it was a good item for him because he, you know, the mana issues. Wow, he actually just did a lot of damage there to Rumble. Took him down to half health. Not too bad. Alright, so Shaco's coming back out now, and it looks like the bot is going back to just a farm fest. Actually, Draven just took a lot of damage there from Lulu. He shoved the Ezreal back so that he wouldn't die, and so that Janna wouldn't die. She got really close, by the way. So it ended up being very close, but again, no deaths. Again, last time I said there was no deaths, there was a death. But this time there really wasn't. Alright, so it looks like Rumble's back up to full, and there's a gank going in on Akali. Akali's probably not going to make this, but we'll see. Not sure what all she can do. Oh, she's going to do that. I still don't know that she's going to make it. She's going to try to get to Cho Gath if she can. But Rumble's going first. She's going to flash over this wall. She did flash over that wall. Rumble flashed after her. Now she just went into her thing. Rumble's diving, but he just went under the tower, and Cho Gath is going to get him. Wow. Very well played by Akali there. That kite all the way up the river, flashing over the wall, and getting Rumble to come under the tower range so that Cho Gath could kill him. That was pretty excellent. Not sure if Akali got a assist for that, did she? Let's see, there's the kill. She did get an assist for that, so apparently at some point in time she actually hit him as well. So, very nicely played on her part. That was a pretty impressive play. Alright, so in the meantime now Cho Gath is able to freely push top because Shaco's doing the jungle and Rumble's dead. And Lee Sin, it looks like, is coming down to push Jayce back to make sure that he doesn't do any damage to the tower and actually get a bit of damage in on Jayce. Jayce shoves him back. There's damage, but no kill, of course. Which isn't really surprising. I don't think that was Jayce's, Lee Sin's intention. He just wanted to give him a little bit of pain, so now Jayce has to go back. Looking bot, it looks like Lulu's actually quite a bit behind, health-wise, but they're rapidly taking the Draven down. And they are, unfortunately, DPSing Lulu instead of Ezreal, which means that, yeah, Ezreal successfully kills Draven, and now he's going to try to get Janna. He does not get Janna. He dies to Janna. And now Janna and Lulu are in a nice little support battle here. There's the turret, and bam! Alright, so that's a 1-for-1. Akali and Lee Sin both came bottom to help, as did Shaco, but none of them got there soon enough. So that ended up being a 2-for-2, which is not bad. The unfortunate thing is that on the blue, well, the unfortunate for the blue team's thing is that their support got both kills, whereas Ezreal got one of the kills for the purple team. So Ezreal is now 2-2-1, while Draven is 0-2-2. So Ezreal definitely is coming out of this ahead, and he's getting a lot more money. So if the blue team doesn't watch out, they could end up having a lot of problems here later. Top, on the other hand, Cho Gath is definitely doing very well, which is really good for the blue team. Because he's kind of a monster late game, health-wise and otherwise. So it looks like Janna and Draven are both back, whereas Ezreal is here, but Lulu is not. So it's currently 2 versus 1, but the blue team was not really able to make any plays while Lulu's gone, and now Lulu's back. Doing a little damage. There's a good shield there by the Janna. I'm not sure if she shielded it all the way or not. Can't really tell. Looks like, oh, Akali's going in on Jayce, and Lee Sin is going in on Jayce. There's a little harass down there, but nothing much. So Lee Sin does miss his Q there. He flashes to him. He kicks him. So Jayce is trying to escape to the jungle. Shaco's right there, but he's not going to come help. So there's the Ignite, and he is down to Akali. And Shaco did not help at all. So I guess he really couldn't help at all, honestly. I mean, just looking at the health differences there. that would not have turned out well for him. In the meantime, bot lane, there's a lot of harass going up here. Cho Gath is actually pushing Rumble back. Rumble ults to get Cho Gath off his back, which is a pretty good idea, I guess, in this case. Now he's under the tower. He's going to have to see us under the tower, which is never easy, but it's possible. So Akali's coming in for a gank. She pings. She's going in on the Ezreal. Janna and Draven really don't react at all. So that ended up coming to nothing, and Akali's probably yelling at them right now. I don't know. Maybe not, come to think of it, because people have been a lot more pleasant recently. Alright, so both Cho Gath and Rumble are really low right now. Cho Gath is really wanting to get this Rumble. And he decided not to. Rumble also really wanted to get Cho Gath. It was really close, but it ended up being nothing. I have a feeling both sides are going back. Yep. Alright. So Akali's back to mid now, after the failed gank attempt bot. She's wisely warding the river. It's not always perfect versus Shaco because of his stealth. And in fact, we're probably about to see this here. He's coming down, he stealths, she has no idea, and in he comes, but now she knows. So she's going to be fine. Very well played by her. Akali's really good at escaping, honestly. Alright, so she's pinging there to say, hey, Shaco's here. So the blue team does know, and Lee Sin's actually trying to do a lane gank here. So Lulu's warding there, and she's getting attacked now by Janna. Jayce is actually coming down, so it's actually going to be a 3-on-4. Because there's Ezreal, yeah, it's a 3-on-4. Lee Sin just immediately melted. Akali's coming down to help now. So she's going to do a lot of damage to Jayce. In the meantime, they're tower diving the Draven and the Janna. She does end up taking down the Jayce. Ezreal's trying to take her down. Nobody dies down here, but Akali's probably not going to escape this. She did try, but she did not make it, no. Now Janna is out. She tried to go help Akali, but now she has to fall back. Took a little damage there from Lulu, but not enough to really kill her or anything. So alright, she fell back. Shaco's still here. He's really... They're wanting to either push down this tower or tower dive for a kill, I think. They are almost definitely going to push this tower down. No, they are pushing the team back so that they can get a free dragon, which is a really good idea. One of the things you want to keep in mind when you are bot lane or any lane really is that really, at least especially early game, dragon is far more important than tower. That is something that a lot of people don't really realize, but you get almost the same amount of gold for the dragon. I think you might actually get a little bit more for the dragon as you do for a tower. And dragon respawns, which means that you can get it over and over, whereas the tower, you kill it once, it's dead. That's the end of that. Also, you have to keep in mind that the towers, your enemy can't kill them. They can kill the dragon. So by you killing the dragon, you're actually depriving the enemy of a dragon kill. So you're depriving them of the same amount of gold you're getting. So you end up with far more of a bonus for killing dragon than you do for killing that tower. A lot of people don't actually realize this, so they like to go for that tower instead of going for the free dragon. And honestly, that's a pretty big mistake. So alright, Ezreal's back down. Lulu's not down yet. Looks like Lee Sin's coming in for a gank up here. They did see it because it is warded there. So he knows it's coming. They're going in. He just ultied, and he's probably just going to die. Yeah. He might actually end up taking down the Cho Gath, though. He's got really close. No, he did not take down the Cho Gath. It was close. One more tower shot would definitely have got him. Now Shaco's coming in, but they did actually have a ward, so they successfully escaped. Jayce was coming up to help as well. Akali came up to push him back, so she might get a little harass on him. No. She fell back as soon as she saw the Gate of Doom pop up, because that makes his little laser ball kind of hurt a bit. Alright, so Lee Sin's coming down for a gank on Jayce now. Akali's taking him down, and they're going to take down this Jayce quite quickly. Bam. Alright. In the meantime, it looks like Ezreal and Lulu both decided to tower dive the Janna and the Draven, which is kind of weird. But I guess they're taking them off of double golems. In the meantime, both Akali and Lee Sin are coming down to help. So Ezreal and Lulu have to get out of here fast. It looks like Akali's going for Lulu, whereas Lee Sin, Draven, and Janna are all going for Ezreal. Ezreal's probably going to melt, and Akali Yes, he did. Akali's going for Lulu. She's going under the tower. I'm not sure she's going to be able to do it. No, she was exhausted, so she is going to not be able to kill Lulu. But here comes the Lee Sin. They might end up deciding to tower dive. No, they decided to fall back. I can't say I really blame them. And that ended up turning out pretty well for them. Got 2 kills, or one kill, but it was Ezreal. And Draven now has 1 kill. So he's not quite as far behind. Shaco is counter jungling. Anytime you see, as the jungler, anytime you see the enemy jungler far away and you know that this buff is here, go ahead and take it. It's an excellent idea because you're depriving the enemy of, in this case, a buff and XP, but even with just wolves or something, as long as you leave the small wolf, you're depriving your enemy of XP, and when you see them down here, you know they're not going to be able to defend. So you're pretty much getting free XP and depriving your enemy, which is awesome. So alright, it looks like 3 people are converging here. Lee Sin sees Jayce. So Cho Gath knows he's there. Lee Sin is trying to take down the Jayce. Jayce now just decided to turn and burn, but here comes the Akali. It is 3 people top. There goes the Jayce. Cho Gath's coming in. He's going to pop them up. He does not end up getting the Rumble, but they are trying to take down the Shaco clone, which is not really a good thing. But there's the Rumble kill. Shaco is going to deceive out, but he was still marked, and Akali was able to jump to him. So there's a triple kill for Akali. So that ended up being a 1 for 3. Very well played by the blue team. Janna randomly appeared up here as well. So I think she got a couple assists out of that, which is not bad at all. In the meantime, Draven is going off and trying double golems again. Ezreal, by the way, this is Frosted Ezreal. I kind of like this skin. That is the skin I would like for Ezreal. I used to play Ezreal quite a bit, and that is the only skin that I really like on him. I don't really like the new one. The one that's really expensive. Alright, so Ezreal's pushing down this tower. Not really much Draven could do about it. That only took 2 hits, so there would have been no defending, and Draven would probably be dying. Akali's going in on the Jayce a little bit, doing a little bit of damage, taking quite a bit of damage, actually. She took more damage than she did, I think, unless she was already damaged from something else. Rumble's getting back into lane now. Cho Gath's going back to go get something. Let's see. Not sure what. We'll find out. Random back ping on Shaco. I'm not sure why. If you notice that buff that he had, he doesn't have it anymore because he died. I think it went to Akali. Yes. Akali now has double buffs because of that. So things just got really nasty in that little fight for Jayce, because an Akali with double buffs is not fun. There goes another gank down bot on Lulu and Ezreal. There's an exhaust on Ezreal, but now Shaco comes in to help, so the blue team is falling back. Ezreal's just trying to do a little bit more damage. Now both teams are just kind of falling back from each other. Akali's coming down. She gets seen by Jayce, so Jayce is going to hit her around a little bit. Doesn't take her down and kill her, but he does do enough damage that she's kind of hurting. There's Shaco coming in to try to finish her off. There's the damage from Jayce, and now she is dead. That's the shutdown gold for Shaco. Well played by them. Lee Sin lands a Q so he can see the Lulu. He's decided to come in. I'm not sure that was a good idea, but I guess it didn't turn out too bad yet. Shaco's coming back in to help. There's the Draven ulti. Lulu just ultied Ezreal. Ezreal's getting... He got hit a lot, and he ended up dying. But in the process, he also killed Lee Sin. And now it's a 2 on... Well, 2. Can't count the Shaco clone. And Jayce is also here now, so he's going to try to circle around this way. Shaco here is taking quite a bit of damage from that. It looks like Lulu's about to die. And now Shaco killed Draven. Now they're trying to take down the Janna and get out. And they do end up managing it. But that was a 3 for 2. Apparently Cho Gath killed Rumble up here. So let's go see that. Alright, so let's see. There's that. Rumble is at about half health. There's all the action down bot that we just saw. Now we see Cho Gath just kind of farming. He's quite big. He's got all 6 stacks. So he's pretty nasty. He's able to tank the towers. There's the Rumble ult. He got popped up by the Cho Gath. And there's a Ignite. And there's the Munch. And Rumble is dead. This tower is really close to being done. Cho Gath probably could have just hit it once, and it would be dead. Oh, did not realize this. Akali's going in, trying to take down the Shaco. Lulu died apparently as well, so let's go back again. Alright, so there's that. Oh, yeah, Lulu was already dead. So Akali came in. She's trying to take down the Shaco. Does not end up killing him right there. He deceives out. He is at 30 health. She's trying to go find him. She attacks the ward, and he goes this way. So, let's see if she can end up catching him. I do not believe she's going to do it, especially with this, and now he deceived again. So because of that, he is going to escape after getting down to 30 health from an Akali. That really hurts Akali. She's probably not very happy, but it was very well played. In the meantime, Cho Gath actually did take down this tower. Now Ezreal's trying to take him down. Ezreal actually might end up doing this, because he does quite a bit of damage. There's the pop-up, though, from Cho Gath, which also slows the Ezreal, so no, the Ezreal is not going to get the Cho Gath. Cho Gath is perfectly fine at 700 health. So he's still a lot to go. It's really deceptive with Cho Gath, because he has so much health with 6 stacks. You think, oh, he's just got a little health. But no, really, he's got a lot of health. So that's one reason why you never really want to focus at Cho Gath. Because even if you think that he's not very strong, he probably actually is. Alright, so they just gave the red buff to Shaco. Ezreal did not actually get it. So Shaco has the red buff. He is going back. Low on health. Don't really blame him. Janna and Draven, or Janna is now roaming. Draven is actually just farming bot. Getting that farm. Probably a good idea. He's at 97 versus Ezreal's 126. It's a pretty big difference. So it's definitely a good idea for him to go ahead and farm it. In the meantime, the purple team is actually pressing mid pretty hard. There's 3 people here going against mid. So they're probably going to... They're going to try to at least make some sort of play here. What? I'm not sure. Looks like they're just trying to get a little harass in. Lee Sin's coming up to help. And it looks like the blue team might actually end up losing their Terra here. Lee Sin comes up. They do not lose their tower. Lee Sin goes in. Jayce is actually really low. Akali goes to him. He is probably going to escape thanks to Lulu. She ulted him and shielded. Very nicely played on her part. He's sticking around though. So... Oh, that was pretty close. He actually barely survived with 51 health. There was a shutdown from Shaco. The Draven actually took down the tower down here. So let's go see that Cho Gath kill. Maybe we can go a little bit further. Not that much further. Alright, we're just going to go here. Alright, so here we go. There's the Cho Gath. Sees the Rumble. Didn't notice the Shaco, I think. But he's now trying to escape. But he really has no chance versus this many. He flashes over the wall, but Shaco deceives and kills him. So alright, there's the shutdown, which means that he just lost 3 stacks. So he just got a whole lot more wimpy. But he did get gold from the tower kill there. And in the meantime, the blue team was able to keep their mid tower, although it did take a lot of damage there. It is now down to 801 out of 2550. So alright, Lee Sin is actually going to be taking this blue buff, it looks like. Nobody on his team really needs the mana. Akali could probably use the CDR, but then at the same time, so can Lee Sin. So, I'm not sure who would be better to give it to in that circumstance. But apparently Lee Sin thinks him. There's a ping on Lee Sin to go push Rumble back so that this tower does not go down. It looks like he is listening. I'm not sure if he's going to get there in time, but Akali is also coming. There's the back ping on Rumble because they knew that Akali just went MIA. So he's falling back. So yes, those 2 things together successfully pushed Rumble back, so he did not end up taking that tower. In the meantime, Jayce is back mid, as is Shaco. They're pushing it down, or pushing, not really pushing it down so much. And Lulu and Ezreal are back bot, farming and pushing it. So there's a ping on Lee Sin. Apparently Cho Gath is not happy that Lee Sin is taking his XP and CS. But, I don't think Lee Sin cares, because he did it anyway. Sorry, it looks like there's a gank going in here. Cho Gath just got another stack. And Rumble saw the Lee Sin, so he knows he's there. So he's falling back. Cho Gath is going to go ahead and fall back because there's really nothing he can do versus that. He's already back up to 4 stacks. And he's just going to take the single golem there, and Rumble's going to take the mini golem. Alright, in the meantime, Draven's down here farming. Akali and Janna were waiting in the bush just to see if anybody was going to come. Nobody came. So they're going back. Well, Akali's going back. Time for her to get an item. There was a purple ping on Baron. My guess would be it's for wards. But they could actually be wanting to do this. I'm not sure. Alright, so Cho Gath, Lee Sin, and Janna are all mid versus actually almost the entire team, enemy team. A little bit of damage there on the Lee Sin, but he's going back now, and he is fine. Draven is still down here farming. It looks like Shaco is actually wanting to come in for a gank, or just push the lane back. Whatever. Apparently not. Okay, so in the meantime, the purple team is pushing mid. There's nobody to defend it, so they are going to get that free tower. There it goes. 150 gold. Yeah, do you see that 150 gold? Whereas the dragon got 221. So yeah, the dragon is a lot more gold. Alright. The Draven just took down the Shaco clone, which really doesn't do him much good. But it does mean that Shaco doesn't have his ult for a little while. Not overly long. It's a 72-second cooldown. So, about 1 minute. Alrighty. So Cho Gath's going back top. Rumble's going to go take the double golems. And Akali and Jayce are both just kind of chilling mid. Both farming. Lee Sin's going to go ahead and get double golems. Janna was going back, and now she's not, so she changed her mind. Draven's just continuing to farm. Ezreal and Shaco both went back. Lulu's going mid to go help against Akali. I don't think Jayce really needs much help because they're not really trying to be too aggressive. Neither one is being aggressive. There is a shield on him now, so as soon as that goes down, they're probably going to want to do at least a little damage to him. No. Okay. Oh, level up. Congrats! Alright, looks like Cho Gath's going back now that he pushed the lane up. Rumble's going in and taking the CS that he gave him. And there we go. And looks like he might be going back as well. Yes, he is. So Cho Gath, Rumble both going back. Cho Gath. See, I was under the impression a lot of times for Cho Gath you want to have a Rod of the Ages. But this guy's not actually building Rod of the Ages, so perhaps not. Ooh, that was a very nice ulti by the Shaco there. It actually got him out of the way for the Lee Sin Q. It didn't save him. It did make Lee Sin have to use Flash, though, because of that. So now Lee Sin does not have Flash for a later battle. All because of that one little R. Alright, so Cho Gath's back up to 6 stacks now. He's quite beefy. They look like they're going to go ahead and tower dive this. Down goes the Ezreal to the Akali. Akali's getting pretty fed. Down goes the Jayce to Lee Sin. Now they're going to try to take down the Rumble. Rumble flashes out of the pop-up from Cho Gath, but it's not quite enough because they're still there. So Akali ends up getting his kill. That's a double kill for Akali. And now they're probably going to go ahead and take this tower now that all but Lulu was dead. Now Lulu and Shaco, but that's not really going to do much good. So it looks like the blue team is pinging this tower here. They want to go ahead and take it. Looks like Draven's going to do it while the rest of the blue team continues pushing mid. They're going to go ahead and take this tower down pretty fast. Not really much Lulu can do about it solo. In the meantime, Draven ends up falling back. Looks like he's probably going to go ahead and go to Dragon. And the rest of the blue team is pinging here. Well, that's interesting. I think they were thinking about trying to steal the red, but it's not there, so there's no stealing for them. But they do end up getting the free dragon. And they are now ahead in gold. There's another ping on Baron from the purple team, again probably for warding. Janna just checked for wards. She does end up seeing this ward. She's going to go ahead and destroy it. And yeah, now purple team has no wards in the field that I can see. Oh, they have that one. So yeah, it's pretty nasty when you have the enemy team having oracles. But it looks like Ezreal's going to go ahead and try to take it down. Now it looks like the purple team might be wanting to go for Baron. No, they're just clearing it to make sure it's there. Cho Gath just got caught. He's going to go ahead and pop them up, so he's pushing them back. But he's still taking a lot of damage from Ezreal. He goes in and silences the Ezreal, and now he's going to go under the tower. And they do end up falling back wisely because Cho Gath is huge. Akali's coming up to help, but there's really nothing to help anymore, so she's just kind of pressuring them back. They're going to go ahead and try to poke her a little bit. But not much they can really do. She's being super cautious, which I don't blame her, as there are 4 of them and only 1 of her. So it looks like the purple team is going to go ahead and push top. They're going to try to take this tower down, since the enemy team had to leave it. They're going to get a free tower out of that. Janna's clearing the wards here again. So that turret that was just placed is now gone. Looks like Ezreal is there. He just got caught, along with Rumble and who else? Lulu. Alright, but on the other hand, they aren't focusing Ezreal, so he's able to do a little bit of damage there. Lulu just ulted herself, which means that Rumble is gone. Lulu is now gone as well, thanks to the Lee Sin Q. Ezreal's trying to escape. He ease out of there, he is gone. They're not going to catch Ezreal. But he's going to go ahead and get a free double golems out of this, although double golems just reset. Alright, but he got a free double golem anyway. In the meantime, the Jayce and the Shaco are pushing top like crazy. Blue team's now going for Baron. They're probably going to get this. There's not really much the purple team can do about it. Ezreal alone is up here. He already used his ulti, so he would have to flash in and try to steal it just with his regular auto attacks and stuff, and that's not going to happen. But in the meantime, the purple team's getting a free inhib turret and inhibitor. But Baron. Somebody just went back on the blue team, which is probably not a good idea. Oh, okay. They went back to go defend against those two. Okay, it is a good idea now. So the blue team just got a free Baron. Well, yes, free Baron. Nobody died. And Lee Sin and Cho Gath are both trying to take down this Ezreal. There's a ping to fall back. Lee Sin wards and flashes to it, and they do end up taking down the Ezreal. Or Lee Sin does. No assist for Cho Gath. Poor Cho Gath. Alright, now Rumble, Jayce, Shaco, and Lulu are all converging on these two, so they need to fall back pretty soon. There's the Shaco. The Lee Sin now sees him. He's going to go ahead and try to do a little bit of damage to it. Lulu comes in and shields him. Rumble tosses down his ult. A lot of stuff going on here. I think that's the real Shaco. Yes, he uses his... I think that was either Deceive or Flash. I'm not sure. The Akali comes in. She does end up taking down the Rumble pretty quick. The Jayce dies to Cho Gath. Now Lee Sin's going in on Lulu. Lulu's probably going to die because he is slowing her. So yes, that was an ace. Now the blue team's going to go ahead and take this tower down. Just so you know, Baron buff. It's pretty nasty. Alright, Ezreal ults down to try to do a little damage to the minions and to them as well. Oh, there is the surrender. Alright, so the purple team has surrendered and they have given up. And that is victory for the blue team. I figure we can go ahead and look at the items now. I was told that looking at the item is okay. So, alright. On the purple team, we have Shaco with a Black Cleaver, BF Sword, Wriggle's Lantern, Pickaxe, Berserker's Greaves, and a Vision Ward. Probably to combat Akali. Can't say I blame him there. Lulu has Aegis of the Legion, Mercury's Treads, Heart of Gold, Philosopher's Stone, and a Sight Ward. Alright, that's respectable. Rumble has an Abyssal Scepter, the Haunting Guise, Mercury's Treads, Hextech Revolver, and a Sight Ward. Notice that a lot of them have Sight Wards. That's always very nice to have a team that actually has wards, and not just the support. Alright, Ezreal has Trinity Force, Brutalizer, a Pickaxe, Berserker's Greaves, and a Vampiric Scepter. Jayce has a Bloodthirster, Brutalizer, Berserker's Greaves, Chain Vest, and 2 Doran's Blades. Looks like he's going a little bit more defensive since he's probably afraid a little bit of Draven. Alright, so Draven has Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Berserker's Greaves, Chain Vest as well, Cloth Armor. This is a really good counter for, Ezreal. Not really a counter, but it'll hurt Ezreal's DPS a lot. And a Doran's Blade. Akali has Zanya's, so when she goes in and has her abilities on cooldown, she can just Zanya's, no problem. Haunting Guise, Mercury's Treads, Hextech Revolver, that's a staple for Akali. Pickaxe, and a Doran Shield. It's an interesting choice. Don't usually see that, especially on Akali, but hey, it worked. Guardian Angel for Lee Sin, as well as Aegis of the Legion, Wriggle's Lantern, and Ninja Tabi. He actually doesn't have too much, but it was definitely enough for him to help win the game. Cho Gath has Frozen Heart, Wit's End, Warden's Mail, Mercury's Treads, Heart of Gold, and Philosopher's Stone. He went full tank here, and he has a ton of CS compared to everybody else. Very well played on the Cho Gath. He farmed like crazy and just came out ahead. Janna also has Aegis of the Legion. Note, these do stack, so it is not a terrible thing to have double Aegis of the Legion. Kindle Gem, Heart of Gold, Philosopher's Stone, and oddly Boots of Speed. She never upgraded her boots. It's pretty unusual to see, especially in a 30-minute game. Somebody with not upgraded boots, but hey, I guess she didn't need it because they won. Alright, and Sight Wards. Alright, so if we take a look at the CS here, you have Draven 191 versus Ezreal's 198. As you can see here, he definitely caught up. Akali has 187 versus Jayce's 197. Lee Sin has 124 versus Shaco's 161. Cho Gath is 226 versus 166. That's a huge difference right there. That is a lot of gold. And then Janna has 7 versus Lulu's 12. So I hope you enjoyed the game. I thank you for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.